Good morning, Stoo from Stoo's Secret Stash here, coming to you from Bonville, New South Wales, and we're here for today's Cars and Coffee, which is a regular event, but today is somewhat special and disappointing. We have a group of Kia Stingers coming from mainly Queensland. It was supposed to be a New South Wales versus Queensland State of Origin style matchup this morning, but we've had extensive flooding on the mid-north coast, so today we're going to be graced with the presence of mainly Queensland Kia Stingers and of course our usual classic cars. So sit back, relax and enjoy Bonville May 2025. Okay, 1969. Morris Cooper S Mk2, very first of the Mk2s, brand newly restored car, owned by a local person here, just only on its second run since the restoration, and the restoration took quite some time, and built to original specs, and just a glorious restoration.
It's very similar to what they had out here. It's pretty much what the only thing they changed from that race.
Next we have a Mercedes wagon that started out life as a 6-cylinder wagon, and the owner has recently put the 4.3 litre Mercedes V8 into the car. Of course, purists would know that these cars did come out with this V8, but only in small numbers. Only a small number of them came to Australia, and the owner now tells me that this car has the grunt to match. Has the grunt to match the image, and hence the C43 badge that he's put on it. And we have a Sunbeam Rapier, but notice that this particular car is a coupe, a Sunbeam Rapier coupe, and in old terms talk you could say it's pillarless. So it's a pillarless coupe, a delightful little car that's used very regularly, and just had a little V-dub come in. We have a Mustang coupe, 289 engine Mustang coupe. I'd say it's about a 66. Now I don't know if we'll get to see under the bonnet of this one, but this old EH, I believe it is, ute has actually been fitted with a small block V8, a small block Chevy V8 I understand, so it's nowhere near standard. And it's certainly with an automatic gearbox fitted there, folks. It's no longer a standard looking old Holden, or a standard looking old Holden until you delve under the bonnet. The trusty AU. Used to be the laughing stock of the world, but now one of the most reliable cars. Really got a cult following, and you would not miss this 289 engined Fairlane 500. Beautiful, and in the yellow it's certainly an extra safety feature. Move on to a VW Beetle, fitment of either the Porsche wheels or the replica Porsche wheels, and I love the accessories on this. Look at the headlights and the bits and pieces they've put on this car. The big sister, VW Combi van, later model Combi, but beautifully kept. And just a reminder, we are at Bonville service station. We do this run on the mid-north coast every month. And we get a really good turn up of cars coming along to this event. And this morning we do have the owners from the Kia Stingers Club, mainly Queensland, and here we have an enthusiastic owner right here. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
admiring your car.
Hey Stu. Have a walk around if you want.
I would love to. Do you mind being on camera, or are you camera shy?
No, I've spent all my life in front of a camera.
Oh, there you go. Because I've talked to a few people about interviews and they've gone very shy. Lovely, look at that. Peter, can you tell me a little bit about how long you've had the car and what you've done to it?
7 months.
Right, yeah.
And all I've done is take a lot of stickers off it
Yes.
and a few other pieces and just give it a good clean up. There's some heater pipes that were missing, put those in. Some oil leaks, took care of that. And as you can see, it's a very good engine.
Yes.
It's been
Lovely.
recently taken care of. And, yeah.
Mm.
So that's it.
And why a V-dub?
Actually, my sister got an EH Holden,
Right.
but I was looking for something European,
Yes, yes,
and that's a classic ride.
yes. Yeah, it is certainly a classic ride.
That's a 72 model,
Yes,
which is a Super Beetle,
yes.
and they have front shock absorbers now.
Wow. This is progress.
Well, they put it in the 71 and the 72. That's when it started.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why it's a Super Beetle. Because of
Fantastic.
that. So it's better cornering,
Yes, yes.
and they did a few other things. It's the first series that they didn't have a flat screen for the windscreen.
There you go.
It's got the slightest curve in it.
Wow.
Very slight curve.
Which makes it very hard to source, probably.
Hopefully not. But there are parts around for the Volkswagen.
Yes, yes.
When the tooling got shut down in Germany, the
Yes.
tooling got sent to Mexico.
Oh, true.
And
I think I read that they made them in Mexico and Brazil, for that matter.
yeah, so the parts are there. Any part
Yeah.
you want is readily
Yeah,
available.
wow.
And some things like a blinker relay,
Yes.
I got one I found in Cairns.
Wow. Wow.
So they're a bit rare, but
Yeah.
most of it is very easy to get.
Yes, yes.
Blinker assemblies and anything like that. It's all there.
Great. Oh, thank you for talking to Stoo's Secret Stash, Pete, and thank you for showing us your wonderful V-dub, and love it. Love the passion. How are we today?
Good.
Welcome to the sunny mid-north coast of New South Wales.
Thank you for the invitation.
First of the Kia Stingers, folks, arriving today. Got the guard dog in the background, and beautiful cars. Good morning, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolute pleasure. We'll be able to fit another car or two in here yet, and then we can probably I'll have to come back. Good morning.
How are you, buddy?
Good. Thank you for coming. There we go, folks, the Kia Stingers group, mainly from Queensland. The New South Walesmen were scared off by the competition, I believe. And it's wonderful to see them here. If you know something about the Kia Stingers, 3.3 litre twin turbo motor pumping out 272 kilowatts. And we're certainly surprised after the pedestrian. And here's a mad looking crew over here. Have we got some people to interview? These look like Kia Stinger owners. Their pockets are empty. No, I'm joking.
Got a boat too, so they'll definitely empty.
So, Lisa, I've met you before.
Yes.
And which car's yours, Lisa?
Right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Tell me about the car. Why a Kia Stinger? What's so good about Kia Stingers?
Because it just looks so damn hot. The first time my husband showed me one, and I'm like, I need to get one of them one day.
And you've regretted it or not?
Oh, hell no.
No?
No, love it. It just makes me feel so good driving it. Like, honestly, it's
Fantastic.
just, I get in it and I feel like a different person. Yeah.
What's the most redeeming factor about these cars that you love the most?
Heated steering wheel.
There you go, folks.
Takeoff speed. I love sitting at racing light. Oh, sorry, traffic lights, and coming out beating everyone.
And you've probably scared quite a few people, I would imagine.
I'd scare the Stinger crew.
There you go, folks. And contrast there with the Buick boat-tailed Riviera going past. We've got it all here, and thank you to Lisa for talking to us, and we'll be roving around looking at these beautiful cars.
Thanks a lot, Stoo. Cheers.
Cheers.
Done a different way. Still got a standard flywheel. Yeah. But it's got his.
There we go, folks. First bonnet's gone up.
There you go. She's dirty.
Twin turbo under there. Not just one turbo, it's a bit deceptive. Twin turbo V6, 272 kilowatts. Under 5 seconds to 100 Ks. So very, very quick cars. Hence the number plates. Love the number plates, folks. V6 33 TT. V6 3.3 litre twin turbo. Moving on, we've got another Stinger here. 272, which of course refers to the number of kilowatts that these outrageous machines put out. We've got a Falcon hardtop. Looks like it's had a lot of work done to it. You're right, mate. Well, good. Admirers are welcome, I'm sure. So you're the owner of the car?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. How long have you had it?
About 2.5 years now.
Yeah. Have you done much work to it yourself?
Not really. A few little bits and pieces, new radiator and stuff like that, but otherwise
Great.
it's pretty well as is when I got it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad.
And it puts a smile on your dial every time you drive it?
Always.
Great, great. That's what it's all
Fantastic.
about.
That's what they're about, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Love it.
Love it. That's awesome. Was it a local car when you bought it?
Yeah.
Right.
It was.
There you go.
Not sure where it was before.
Yeah, yeah. Fantastic. All right, well, thank you for joining us.
Too easy.
And yeah, enjoy your morning.
No worries, thanks.
Have the Adventurer, folks. Adventurer that's been set up for rallying. It's been lifted and looking like it's ready to go on a rally. And I know the owner well, and he's a keen rally participant. He's shying from the cameras, but that's all right. Last of the club sports, folks. Very end of the Holden life. A low mileage, gorgeous club sport. This particular car, what an amazing car this is. Mercedes-Benz, and we'll have a look right around the back so you can read the title behind this car, but it's like this for a reason. Now, it's a 190E, 2.3 litre, 16 valves, and that's wonderful. But if you know a bit about Mercs, you would say, okay, Alan Jones had one of these. Yes, he did, because as it turns out, this particular car was owned by Alan Jones. This very car was Alan Jones' personal transport, the motoring Formula One motoring legend. This was his car, and these are amazing machines because they have a Cosworth motor, and just highly, highly sought after these days. Good morning, Tom. How are you, mate?
How you going?
You brought your dog down? And your furry mud as well.
Yeah, got me little mate.
Yeah, which car are you going for? Me? Not sure. Oh, but he's friendly.
He's very friendly.
Good to see you, mate.
Likewise.
An XA Ford Falcon, the 302, has been restored and is a beautiful machine. Beautiful machine, beautifully kept. Next we've got a car for sale, folks. The old Land Crab. The Austin. So there's the phone number for all the cashed up viewers.
Good salesman, Stewart.
You got a sales pitch for us? No, the car sells itself, folks.
Like you.
Like new. There you go, like new. And they earned the nickname of Land Crab, these ones, I remember. With their hydroelastic suspension.
Second owner.
Totally, second owner. Totally the most comfortable car I've ever been in. I think the seats on these were just amazing. Okay, from this car, Land Crab, with just 55,000 miles from new, to this beautiful HZ Holden 1-tonner. And I know for a fact, I know this car, it's not often you find a manual one of these. We're still with the 253 motor, the 4.2 litre motor in it. And as you can see, she's hooked up to air conditioning. So it's a remarkably well presented car to the 289 Ford Mustang Coupe. And an honest, good looking car. Now we're moving on to some modern muscle and a V8 Mercedes, actually with a twin turbo as well, so perhaps you could say that it could be competition for the Kia Stingers. How are you today, Stuart?
Good man, how are you?
Good, mate. Look at that, the old GT. Beautiful. Very collectible now. Always was going to be a collectible car, but certainly something that's cult status now. Absolute cult status. A manual. Looks like it's probably the electric blue colour. Good morning, Phil.
How are you?
Good, mate. Good to see you this morning.
You too.
Now, folks, the 455 cubic inch engined Buick Riviera. Now, this is a particular Buick Riviera, and it's called the boat-tailed Riviera. And the boat-tailed Riviera is called this for obvious reasons. You look at the tail on that, and whether you call it sexy or whether you call it timely, just an amazing piece of art. But with 455 cubic inches, you won't be driving past too many service stations with a motor like that. We'll come around here and look inside. Look at that. Folks, we've got a brand newly restored Ford Falcon sedan. I'm not sure whether it's an XP or an XM or XL, but it has been newly restored and resto modded to a point, but certainly nothing wild. Beautiful. He's sporting a 289 V8. And what a labour of love. And I just heard on its first run, I could be just a rumour, folks, but I did hear on its first run it ran short of petrol and he had to put some petrol in it. The owner's not game to. You can see the one that's looking very sheepish there. It's called an embarrassment. Cars are an embarrassment. We love them and we love to hate them. Beautiful old, either an EJ or an EH panel van. I know this particular car. It's actually got two rear seats, one rear seat, seating two as well, and a beautiful machine. Windowless. Moving on to another hot rod, and love the chrome and the finish of these. So it looks like centerline wheels or something like that. Beautifully done. To another hot rod. One of my mates' hot rods here, and it's always playing with this and improving this and making it a better car to drive, and that's what the Spirit's all about. The XW Ford V8. And what a machine. Folks, you don't see many of these. And looking in here, manual, Ford Falcon, very Australian. Beautifully done. Through to the GTS. Beautiful. That looks like it's a HX or a HJ. Experts would be able to tell me exactly which one it is. But what a glorious car. Days gone by, and the wonderful motoring industry that we used to have. And whilst it's sad that we no longer have that motor industry, the privilege is that we can appreciate these cars today. And we've got a tune port injected left-hand drive Chevy Corvette. So that's probably from about 1984. Came out with the 5.7 litre V8. And of course most of these cars were largely, if not entirely, built of fiberglass. So a very, very light car and a fun cruiser. Folks, I've got the Mercedes with the transplanted 4.3 litre V8 motor, and here to set us on the straight and narrow is the proud owner, Pete. How you going today, Pete?
Good, Stu, yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. What can you tell me about this masterpiece you've created?
Our best mate, Greg Yates, he gave me this car for my 60th birthday early November last year, and it was slower than a Datsun 1200U.
Right.
The Datsun I raced beat me. So what I did was I bought a motor out of a 99 S430 V8 and had the correct sump and fitment, and modified the exhaust manifolds, did all my own wiring, sent the computer to the Mercedes-Benz swap shop in America, young Joshua, who modified that, put it all back in, turnkey. What would you say? 1,375 kilos, 300 horsepower at the flywheel. It's a whole ball of fun to drive.
Wow, wow. And it's the kind of car that it puts a smile on your face when you drive it.
It surprises a lot of people around here.
And Pete, of course, this is not the first kind of conversion that you've done.
No,
so.
I've done V8s into Transits, V8s into anything you could think of. That's what I do for a living.
So Pete's your man, folks.
Yeah, easy enough done. I've put Barra motors into early E-Series Falcons and cross members and big brakes. I do all that kind of work.
Right, and I love your work, Pete.
Me too.
I must say, I've used you myself with my cars. And
we've still got many to go.
We have.
I do something with that Sigma Scorpion. We'll get that. We might do an M70 with a supercharger.
Sounds good, mate. All right, mate. Thank you for talking to me, mate, and we'll be back soon.
See you again.
Good morning. Couple of latecomers here.
Latecomers?
It's early. It's early, but yeah, we're on the move very early. So what a sight. Another walk by, folks. Stoo's Secret Stash at Bonville Cars and Coffee, May 2025. There's a interloper there parked before we got down here this morning. But a range of cars, range of classic and performance cars,
170 mile an hour. From
the old to the rather new, and the Kia Stingers we have here this morning, mostly from Queensland. But was meant to be a New South Welshman here, but unfortunately the weather has not been kind to us in the mid-north coast. We've had extensive flooding of recent times with record rainfall falling. But we are very glad to be able to run the event this morning. Hey gentlemen, how you going? Good. Living the dream?
Living the dream.
So here we have the start of the Kia Stingers. And folks, 3.3 litre twin turbo, and it's a pleasure to have these guys with us here this morning. And this is what you're looking at.
Oh, okay, righto. Yeah, so
there you go. Twin turbo.
So that's that pipe from there to there. Take that off. These pipes come with it.
Like bees to a honey pot. You put the bonnet up and people congregate.
Here's another hole.
Haven't had Saturdays for 2 years. I always think this was a waste. But it's burnout comp stuff.
Oh,
I tightened them.
is this another advertisement for a Kia Stinger, eh?
No, he's had aftermarket wheels fitted and they haven't bedded on the
Oh.
properly.
They look very good, but they haven't bedded in. Yeah, it's all the joys of ownership.
Is it?
We've got a Club Sport here, and I've got the owner Peter. How are you going today, Peter?
Good, Stu. How you going?
Good, mate. Tell me about this lovely Australian car.
This is a 2012 Club Sport R8 SV.
Yes.
So the SVs were a limited number car.
Yes. Yes.
This is one of 12 in this colour.
Right.
So there's only 6 manuals and 6 automatics. So this one's an automatic version.
Wow, that's amazing. And how long have you had the car, Pete?
I've had the car probably 4 years now.
Yep.
So the colour's Karma.
Karma.
So,
Beautiful colour. And what do you like most about it as a car? What's your?
It's the beauty about this thing. It's a very nice car to drive. It just as a standard car.
Yes.
But when you want to put your boot into it, it really wakens up.
Right.
They're great cars.
Yeah. So
great pity they're not made anymore.
Absolutely, and I've said that to viewers before. We've got the VEs and the VFs to the point where they were beautifully refined and muscle cars, and the decision was made to pull the plug, and it's a huge tragedy. And thank you for allowing the nostalgia to live on. And this is definitely a future classic.
Yeah, it's good to get them out every now and again. So.
Absolutely, and of course this car's very carefully garaged and maintained. I would be sure of.
I've just put new tyres on the front too.
There you go. There you go.
They were the original tyres. So
Oh wow.
Too old.
So how many kilometres has this car done now? I know it's
only done 30,000.
30,000, folks. There you go. Glorious. Glorious. So Pete's open to, not for sale, but open to offers, but you need to make it a very big offer. I'm joking, folks.